Good morning, learners! Are you excited for today's lesson? Come and join me in an awesome adventure in music, arts, PE, and health. Dahil sa Mati 8, isip ay siksik, katawan ay liliglig, kaya halina at matuto with Ma'am A.
Art 8 Quarter 3 Lesson 4 External and Internal Influences, Arts and Crafts of South, Central, and West Asia. Arts 8 Lesson 4 Objectives traces the external, foreign, and internal indigenous influences that are reflected in the design of artwork and in the making of a craft. In the previous lesson, you learned the design, form, and spirit of South, West, and Central Asian artifacts. This time, let us check your knowledge of the previous lesson by doing this activity. The direction. Group together the items according to where they come from or where they are popular. Use the table below for your answer. Do this on a separate sheet of paper. And here are your choices. Classify your choices here: South Asia, Central Asia, West Asia, and you have 30 seconds. All done. The arts and crafts of South, Central, and West Asia have different influences reflecting religious, political, and cultural developments. The diffusion of religions, artistic techniques, and styles in crafting and artwork was a significant development during cultural exchange. The history of Asian art includes a wide range of influences from different cultures and religions. Historically, developments in Asian art parallel those in Western art in general a few centuries earlier. Chinese art, Indian art, Japanese art, Korean art each had a vital influence on Western art and vice versa. Eastern art had a significant influence on Western art as well. South, West, and Central Asia had great international reach through trade on the Silk Road. The cultural exchange was significant and helped in the spread of religions, artistic techniques, and styles. The Silk Road was a series of major trade routes used to transport silk from China to Europe. Many other goods were also negotiated along the way, and this route also served as a cultural bridge between Europe, China, and India. And here is the Silk Road route. Let's begin with the South Asian arts, Indian art, and the Pakistan art. Petroglyphs or rock engravings are pictogram and logogram images created by removing part of a rock surface by incising, picking, carving, and braiding. Influences reflecting particular religious influence and political cultural developments. Here is an example of the petroglyphs. These are some carvings on the walls of the caves or stones. Taj Mahal, which was built in 1632 by Shah Jahan in memory of his wife. The Taj Mahal is a combination of both the traditional Islamic motif of the crescent moon and the Hindu symbol of the trident associated with the god Shiva. Influences: it is both influenced by Islam and Hinduism. And here is the Taj Mahal. Pakistan art: Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and Kotdiji. Mohenjo-daro means Mound of the Dead Men. Harappa, an archaeological site in Punjab, Pakistan, while Kotdiji was built on a strategic location since it provided an edge over enemies marching from the east. Pakistani architecture, which is greatly influenced by Islam. Here are the images of Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and the Kotdiji. Central Asian arts: Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan. Printed cloth, curtain, bedspread, tablecloth. Ito ang meron sa Uzbekistan. And various coverlets, work functional, and served as daily round ornament. Influences: the art is reflective of the influence of ancient Iranian, Hindu, Buddhist, local Central Asian culture, religions, and traditions. Here is the printed sample of Uzbek cloth. Kazakhstan applied art: the decoration of practical objects like household utensils and patterned harnesses through art forms such as carpet weaving, pottery, and leatherwork. It includes architecture, fine arts, and sculpture. It was influenced by Islamic art from the 8th century AD onwards and by Russian art in the 19th and 20th centuries. Here are some examples of applied art in Kazakhstan. Tajikistan carving gradually changed to Arabian inscriptions using images of people and animals, while some carvers prefer vegetative geometrical patterns. In architecture, ornaments in the form of lotus, tulips, and other flowers are more common. It was influenced by Islam. And here is an example of Tajik carving in wood. Turkmenistan's carpet weaving. Most unique and beautiful carpets in the world are produced by Turkmenistan, and they have varied shapes and purposes. Carpet weaving is an ancient art, and each tribe developed its distinctive pattern. Influences: their ancient art. Here are some examples of Turkmen carpet. Kyrgyzstan Shirduks. Kyrgyz women produce a wide range of textiles, most of which are from the felt of their sheep. Nowadays, ancient patterns are adapted in the tourist and export market, but carpet weaving remains a tradition in that all yards and most houses contain shirduks, which are handmade carpet or rugs. Colors and designs symbolize Kyrgyz traditions and rural life. Here is an example of Kyrgyz shirduk, and its pattern is XXX or XXX cushion. West Asian arts. Hellenistic architecture is characterized by an effort to master large open spaces and to create an effect of grandeur. Also evident is a desire to impress the viewer through the scale and boldness of the engineering, the logic of structural elements, the imposing quality of the architectural forms, and the precision of mastery with which structures were executed. Interaction of Greek, Hellenic, and local elements. It was fusion of local, more permanent, traditional elements and the culture that was brought by conquerors. and settlers, both Greek and non-Greek. Here is an example of Hellenistic architecture. Persepolitan glyptic represents the final grand summation of the glyptic arts of ancient Western Asia. It is distinguished by the complexity of its imagery, which richness and density are unparalleled by the surviving glyptic or sculptural collection from ancient Western Asia. Introduction of Greek, Hellenic, and local elements. The external or foreign and internal or indigenous influences are reflected in the design of an artwork and in the making of a craft in South, Central, and West Asia. Each form of art has a story to it. The story is the lives and times of the people in the moment in which the work was created. The best part about artwork, though, is its unlimited possibilities. Each day, artists are discovering new meanings and values and desire to communicate these cultural symbols to you in imaginative ways. And that is all for today. Thank you for listening.
What an awesome adventure we had today. I hope you learned a lot. Remember that a sound mind is a sound body. See you again for the next adventure in music, arts, PE, and health aid.